What's up, you guys? Welcome to the vlog. Today, I've got a 2.5 hour run on the trails. Gonna be doing some hiking, and it's a rare exception here in Washington where there's a little bit of sun and it's beautiful outside. Pretty incredible because we literally never get that here ever. So when we do, you gotta really enjoy it. And just so happened to luck out that today is a long run on the trail. So before we do that, I have an amazing opportunity today to go speak to some local firefighters here in Washington about best nutrition practices for them to do their job effectively. They're currently running a little bit of like a fitness challenge, and one of the firefighters at Virtuous, brought them there. We have an in-body machine, that body fat scanner. So he basically brought them to the gym to do scans, and I asked him like, hey, who's helping you guys with your nutrition right now? And he said nobody. So I offered up my services, gonna do a presentation for them today, bringing you guys with me. Also bring in Virtuous Media guy Keegan, who edits all these amazing vlogs for you guys. So he's gonna be coming with me. We're gonna get some great footage of that, and then we're gonna go run for 2.5 hours. Let's go. All right, just getting to the gym. Time to go get the official Virtuous Media guy, Mr. Keegan. Like I said, he's coming with me today. He's gonna make sure that we document and get a lot of good footage for you guys, and get it set for so the vlog is looking nice. So let's go get him. Did a lot before COVID, but since COVID, I haven't really spoke at all.
Yeah.
Just hoping that I don't suck. If I haven't perfected the first 3 to 5 details, how could I possibly perfect the 15 to 20 that are left,
Hi, good morning. Good morning. Cody?
Well, cool, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you. But so now, if they think fitness, if they ain't grappling, they're gonna be like, oh, that dude with the hat. Oh, that he has a media guy with him. Oh, let's check out his website.
Yeah.
Oh man, I see that triangle on people's bumper stickers. They'll see the sweatshirts at Costco.
Yeah.
They'll see them at Safeway. All right, you guys, seminar done. Went pretty well. I'm pretty happy with the way the entire thing folded out. Those things always go a lot better when I get questions, because then I can kind of just go down whatever rabbit hole that they want me to go down. Not as many questions, but nonetheless, a lot of good information. Had a couple people ask about nutrition coaching, things like that. So maybe that turns into something, maybe that doesn't. The big thing that I think about with that is mainly I always had this mindset of in my area that I want to be the mayor of my city. Meaning, not literally the mayor of the city, but just basically when you think fitness, when you think grappling, when you think personal development, when you think running, I just want you to think about our logo, our message, and our name. So the more times I can put this gym and this community in the forefront of things, the better. So now all of those people that were at that seminar, when they think nutrition, when they think fitness, the first thing they're gonna think about is our name and our logo. So, you know, maybe that turns into something later, but nonetheless, it just puts us in front of more people and creates this, you know, omnipresence that we're looking for so much with the community here. So nonetheless, time to go run, guys. 2.5 hours, let's go. All right, 2.5 hour run time. Something I didn't pay a lot of attention to in the past when I first got into all this endurance training was purely this: how important hydration and nutrition are. I can remember this, it was like one Saturday during the summer last year. At the time of recording this, it is 2023, so we're talking summer 2022. I'm out on just a 12-mile run, and at like mile 8 or 9, I had sweat so much, I had no water with me. I remember climbing these hills on a local road here where the hills are just atrocious. And I'm climbing these hills and I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna pull off into this parking lot of this high school and hope that there's a water spigot or something that I can drink from, because I had been sweating the entire time and I gave no regards to electrolytes or sodium or water or any of those things. So before you go and run, you know, I'm probably gonna get excess of 15 miles today. When you're gonna go and run for that amount of mileage or that amount of time, I'm gonna be on my feet for 2.5 hours. That's the name of the game today, is 2.5 hours on my feet. Because of that, I needed to make sure that I hydrated and got something in my belly that was a very high carb source. So I did my normal meal: bagel, honey, peanut butter, and a banana. Both of these pouches, I've got some Go One More Sport from BPN, which is basically sodium and electrolytes and carbohydrates. And then I've got water in the other one. And I'm also having about 50 carbs here before I even start, and 2 gels. I am 230 pounds. I just burn through fuel, and I need to make sure that I'm adequately prepared. But I'm carbed up, I am hydrated, I've got everything I need. Now it's time to go run. All right, you guys, we switched over to the GoPro here. Now it's time to go. Gonna run with earbuds today. Not usually my cup of tea. I try to avoid just having distractions and things like that, but for 2.5 hours today, I figured I would need a little entertainment, something to listen to, something to provide motivation. So gonna be listening to the calming sounds of one of my favorite bands, August Burns Red. And then we're gonna go do 2.5 hours. All right, you guys, 36 minutes in. So something I didn't know about ultra running until I got into it is that you look at some of these runs and you think, you know, however long it's gonna be, that you're running the entire time. But what you learn pretty quickly is that when it comes to some of these runs, because almost all of them were on trails, there's periods of climbing, like I just did, and periods of flats, like what's up above or what's up ahead. So the thought process is you power hike or walk your steep climbs and you run your flats and your downhills. So for this 2.5 hour run, feeling good right now, so it's easy to just think like, I'm gonna sprint the entire time and, you know, I'm just gonna empty the tank. But the reality is I'm not worried about right now. I'm worried about how I'm gonna feel an hour from now. So for me, walking the uphills, running the flats and the downhills. 3 miles in, time to keep going. One hour in. You guys, this temperature in Washington right now, pretty amazing. But these hills, super tough. But the thought is, I'm power hiking these, getting up them as fast as I can. And there's one loop of this trail that I run called Roadie Hill. It is basically the, I guess, the steepest climb in this like network of trails that I like to run. And my thought is that for today, I want to try to do this as many times as possible. That is the second time I've climbed that hill. I'm an hour and 2 minutes in, still feeling pretty good, but I'm gonna hit this loop and I'm gonna come back to it again. So, hour in, let's keep going. All right, you guys, that is a wrap. 2.5 hours. We went about 13 miles. Still gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Still gorgeous out here. And now we head home. So this weekend we are heading to Oregon for a travel baseball game for my son. And that's about a 3-hour drive. So you can imagine that's gonna feel pretty nice after 2.5 hours of running. But nonetheless, we are gonna be packing up the car and then heading to Oregon. So let's go. All right, we are all packed up and we are heading out to Oregon. One of the things that I do in the house is always do the final checks. Make sure all the doors are closed and everything is locked. And looks like we're ready to go. So off to Oregon. Hold her. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, we have a confession. Every time we come this way, when we're going anywhere, baseball games, anywhere we go, when we come through Tacoma, you already know. You already know. Holden, where are we going?
Chipotle.
That's not Chipotle. Where are we really going?
Chick-fil-A.
Chicken-fil-A. God's Chicken. God's Chicken right over there, you guys. Can you see it? Isn't it beautiful? Tried and true. All right, you guys, so that is a wrap on today's vlog. I am having the opportunity of sitting passenger princess right now while this pretty lady is driving us to Oregon. We are a couple hours away, and we're just gonna ride this thing out and enjoy each other's company all the way, and then fingers crossed we don't have any more traffic. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much. Well, man, this sun's really, that's better. Maybe not. You guys, I'm really sorry. This sun's just, how about that? Nope, that's worse. All good. Nonetheless, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys on the next video.